Hello, everyone. Welcome to All Things Hux Racing. I'm Eric Hux.
And I'm Renee Hux.
And it might just be us saying and Joey when he shows up, because I'm pretty sure we told nobody we were doing a podcast today. So
Well, I did about 15 minutes
about
ago.
15 minutes
Yeah.
ago. Okay. So I'm happy to see Sang had shown up, but I have a slight headache. So even if we don't go very long, that's fine. But
And welcome to Sang. He's always so supportive.
yep. Hello, Sang. Let me know. Or MR2 Joe, shit. I figured out how to turn on the mono setting for right and left. So if that seems better, then let me know, please. I know some people were complaining that even though I had my volume crunk up way higher, Renee's volume was overpowering on one side. So,
It wasn't. I'm just, my voice carries.
oh,
That's what it is.
whatever. You speak loud.
Hey, we have Law LZ Words. Ola. Is that Lewis?
Laws, words.
Laws?
You know what? I don't know because I can't view the.
He usually says Ola.
I can't view the avatar. I don't know. It wasn't like on Spreaker where I could click on a
It
guy's.
says you can go to the channel, but
I could
don't-
click on a person's name, and oh, that might have just backed me the fuck out of damn Lewis Aguirre. That's who it is.
Okay.
So, oh my god, I don't want to hit the X. It might back us
I
out
said-
of OBS.
I knew it. It was him.
142 says, I rebuilt my rear brakes last year and lost my handbrake. I finally found out how to reset them. I'm so excited. Yes. Obviously the calipers screw in on both sides, and not only that, but you have to have them clocked right when you put the brake pads on, or you don't hold the piston in position for the screw in the back to advance the brake mechanism. So hopefully that's what was your issue, and you got that all sorted out.
So Singh said, I only have the one earbud in, and so far everything seems good. MR2 Joe said, yes, mono e mono.
One-on-one. Great. I was able to go in the OBS audio mixer settings, and luckily there was a mono selection for audio mic and for the, I guess, the video stuff that we output. And Lewis says, what the fuck? Why is my name weird? This is
I don't
Lewis
know. I was wondering.
at Law's Words. Apparently, it's somehow this is tied to your YouTube, because when I click to view the account, it goes to your YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And your YouTube channel shows at LAWLZWORDS.
Could somebody have stolen his account?
Law's Words. Highly unlikely, as he's commenting on it right now.
Yeah, that's true too.
All right. Let's see. What do we have to communicate about today? I guess other than Miata have we done a podcast since the show?
We haven't done a podcast in 3 weeks.
Okay, but 3 weeks ago was but we have done a podcast since the Barber Motorsports Haggerty car show.
Yeah.
Okay, so we talked about that.
Yeah.
Okay, that was cool. So since then, all we've done is pretty much clean up the property. We've done like immense fall cleaning and preparation for the Miata Dyno Day. Sang says, LOL, I bet Lewis made his YouTube account when he was 10 years old, and it shows. If Lewis doesn't remember who at Law's Words is, then maybe it was when he was 10 years old.
Back then, Lewis says, I ain't following no laws.
Yeah,
Word.
yeah. Peco di Hecho, or wherever it was.
Pecho Grande.
Pecho Grande. But, shit, that's really... Because we haven't done any MR2... Have we done any MR2 drives? When was the last MR2?
The last MR2 was
The
Barber's.
Halloween. The Halloween. But the Halloween thing was right before What happened first? The Halloween show at
The
Leeds?
Halloween thing at Magic City where the car was there. My car.
Okay. Was that before the Haggerty car show?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
I think so, anyway.
October was a wreck of a month. We had a damn car event, car show, car
Every
something
weekend.
every weekend. But hey, we won the top award at every place we took the MR2, which was super cool. And at that, we call that car show season done for the Canny.
Yeah, we had all our Miata buddies with us. Well, we had a few of our Miata buddies with us. And they loved the MR2. One of them said that he wants to get him an MR2. So we was happy about that. But we told them that many of our MR2 friends also have Miatas. Well, not friends, but they're in the groups and also have Miatas. So
Yeah, we have a lot of, I say a lot, but there's what's his name on here that has the Miata and the MR2. And then there's the guy that we met in Pell City, or not Pell City, above Montgomery. But he has an MR2 and his daughter has a Miata. So it seems like the Miatas and MR2s go together quite a bit. Joe says, I've been fall cleaning too, but it's my job, LOL. And Lewis says, I've never seen that name on YouTube before, LOL. My personal account is always my name. Don't know what the fuck that is. Well, I'd recommend going to your YouTube account and editing that shit out, Lewis.
well, I knew it was Lewis because of the Ola.
Hola.
Hola.
Oh, but MR2 Miata Dino Day had 11 Miatas show up. Every damn Miata. No, except Quentin.
So 12 Miatas
Yeah.
showed up, but 11.
Quentin was here 2 weeks earlier with Q and Zach with their Miatas, and I had Zach doing all the driving the cars in and running the cars, and I did all the strapping down and running the computer. So 2 weeks earlier, Zach was kind enough to come out with the other Miata guys and drove a couple of cars on dyno, ran him on dyno, let him get familiar with what the process is, and then on Miata Dyno Day, he was totally ready to pull cars in, hold the brake down, let me strap the cars down, and then run with it. So everything was cool, but 12 Miatas showed up. Quentin dynoed 2 weeks before. The other 11 we dynoed that day. So every Miata that was here had been across the roller at one time. The lowest was Renee's Auto.
Woo woo!
What did it make? 81.
81.
It broke the decade mark.
Hell yeah, it broke
Made-
to 80.
Made 81 to the wheels,
Whoop whoop.
and then the highest was this
It was
guy.
also the only automatic.
Yeah.
So
Also the only auto, but not to make the there was a guy that had a 90 manual, and a stock 90 manual only made 85 to the wheels. So stick shift car only made 4 more horsepower than her auto of the same era. So that looked pretty cool. The highest power of the whole day was a NB Miata that had a Mercedes supercharger mounted onto it somehow. And I think the ECU is called Beer Money, as odd as that is. But the car's odd. It's called Bonker Ant Gallagher. It's a lifted Miata with like a Mad Max kind of theme going. What would you call it, babe?
yeah, it's a lifted Miata. I mean, if anybody has been to, well, y'all haven't been to Miatas at the Gap, but if anybody goes up and down 280 a lot, I know they've seen it. Bonker. And he don't have a horn, he has a bell, and he
Yeah.
rings it.
it's got a push bar front and back. I mean, it's got the War Kills markers on the doors where this thing's already hit 6 deer.
It's something like if you ever seen Lemon's cars, you know they got stuff written all over them. They have different things put on them. He did have stacks coming out of the top of it, but anyway.
He said that the stacks just shot too much soot everywhere when the exhaust was wet.
Yeah, and then today he posted he got burnt. He burned his whole entire freaking arm on the right side.
Yeah, that sucks. It's turbo time. MR2 says hello all.
That's Fragola.
Fragola. Oh, okay. MR2 Joe. I was able to change my name to MR2 Joe after the first podcast. Gotta assert myself. LOL, I like the name change, Anthony. Millennium J MR2 says, I didn't get a damn notification. I hate YouTube. Joe, should have known, buddy. MR2 Joe, I text Eric every 2 weeks, LOL. Yes, so MR2 Joe, text me to find out if there is going to be a podcast. And as we said before, we spent the last several weeks just getting, we don't do any drive-up business. I use the dyno area essentially to park a car on if there's going to be a storm, or to leave my car strapped on it for weeks as I do tuning and test product between making product. So we don't, we didn't have like a nice freestanding area for people to spectate. I had a lot of stuff stored in front of the dyno area, so we really just spent the last 2 to 3 weeks, as we said, doing a fall cleaning. Like, man, I had so many tires that should have been thrown out, just boxes of stuff, things I know I was no longer going to ever use. Did a lot of recycling and really did some shop cleaning and some property cleanup and rebuilt picnic tables. Hell, you name it. We got the whole place. Man, I got so much room to park shit in the shop now.
Yeah. And, I mean, I threw one event with these guys, and now they're like wanting to recruit me as a event planner, and I'm like, I'm not an event planner. I am a party planner. I can plan parties, but I can't plan events like cruises and dyno days and stuff like that. I did the food part, and I made a 7-quart crock pot of taco soup, and I promise you, it was gone in 30 minutes. I had to go tell Eric and Zach that was helping him, if y'all want some soup, you better go get it.
Yeah, I'm running the dyno. Zach is running the cars. And these MOFers were about to eat. It was to the point that Renee had to pick the crock pot bowl insert out and pour what was left into my bowl so I could have a damn second serving like everybody
you had a
else.
Second serving, but it was crazy that 30 minutes, all that 7 quarts of taco soup was gone.
Yeah, it was a crowd hit. They definitely loved it.
It made me feel good, though. Everybody was sitting there going, this is delicious. Oh, my God, this is so good. So, made me happy.
Anthony says, that was my old name on the forums. Joe, it's a good one. Joe, taco soup. Yeah, the strapping, I told them at the beginning of when we all met and did our morning talk to say how the day was going to go. I told them I wanted to do NAs, NBs, NCs, NDs. That way all the strapping will be similar. Hell no. Half of these guys had removed the tow hooks so they could run a damn grill insert or some shit, but the amount of people that had their factory hooks removed was crazy.
Got mine.
Yeah. But still, the cars being so small, it was easy to strap them down, even if we had to strap to the control arms. And shit, I think we had, by 2:30? We had all 11 cars done, even stopped for lunch. And
yeah, y'all, you had all NAs done by lunch. Well, by the time I came to get y'all to come out to eat. And then, yeah, about 2:30, they were all done. 11 cars.
Yeah. It definitely is the way my dyno tie downs on the floor laid out. If you got a car that has a super long rear, like a damn Dodge Charger or a pickup truck or something, you're actually almost strapping underneath the car where the tie downs are on the concrete. With the Miata, the damn tie downs are so far out, extends from the fronts and the rears. It was so easy to get them all tied down.
Okay, what is going on? We got all these new names. MR2 Track Car 572.
I think that's Matthew.
Holy hell, the new phone sign in to YouTube is retarded now. Yeah, I think you're
Got no
right.
idea.
That's Matthew.
Let's see. Scott 437. Any interest in Tooge Fest this weekend? Me, no. We have done automotive stuff every weekend last month was something all the way into November was something automotive, and this weekend I think we might be doing a toy drive in the morning on Saturday. But no, I'm not looking to drive up to.
We're going to Magic City Octane.
I think you would want
To
to
do
do that. Take a toy up for the toy.
Well, I
toy
would like
drive.
to take a toy, to help
Yeah,
some kids that don't have Christmas to have Christmas.
yeah. Joe says, "Hey Matt, MR2 Track Car 572." Damn, everybody's screen name is like getting twisted around.
Y'all getting longer and longer. We
go-
just gonna start saying Matt, Aunt, Anthony.
I wonder what the okay. So the first letter of your
So-
thing is this MMSS over here.
Who is Scott B?
4370. I am not sure. Maybe he'll let us know.
Could that be Brandon Scott?
No,
Kind of
no,
turn
because
it.
because Brandon Scott is headed to World Cup this coming weekend.
Oh,
in
World
Maryland.
Cup.
Yeah, so World Cup is coming, which is like the biggest import drag race event in the United States of the year. And so we know Brandon Scott's going to be there, Kyle Wade, and Sean Robinson. So, shit. That would be in the top 4 of the fastest MR2s in the world. You also got to throw Josh
Oh.
Echevara's car and Nathan Freak in that top group.
Okay, so Scott B is the white MR2 on Hoonigan channel, new black K-swap.
Yep. So the Dragon is not far. It's like 5 hours, 4 hours and something from us. I call that local as for us for damn car events, but we will be there for MR2s on the Dragon in
June.
June. Okay. But I don't think we're gonna end up back there before then for anything. Okay, let's see. Track car. Hola. Joe says you could bring your Miatas. That's a toy. Yes.
Well, we're gonna drive the Miata, but we'll bring the toy in the Miata.
Yep. Okay. So Scott B says Scott B white MR2 on Hoonigan channel, new black K swap. Sang says Sean Robinson's new setup this year looks wild. Yes, man, and I don't think Sean Robinson's car is called the Frog. I don't think they've had their car out all like they set the record at 730 at 202 mile an hour last year at some test days after World Cup, and I don't think they've gone to the track since then. I think they spent the year prepping the car to make more power, to put it down better for the whole year, just to make this event this year, which is like, I'm not going to call it crazy, but that's some dedication and drive. Sang said it's such a nice green color too. Scott said it's a 10-hour drive, gonna be repping, maybe make the Texas event. Yeah, that would be super cool.
What's the Texas event?
I'm not sure which one is. I'm not following all the Texas events, but I'm sure it's one of the Texas MR2 ones.
I'm not either because we don't get invited.
Joe says Boosted Boys got a new setup too. They ditched the intercooler. Yeah, I saw that he had dropped the intercooler. I guess he's using a cast block and not a billet block. But all 3 of these guys are in different. I know that Sean's running stick shift class, which is going to be like mid 6s to mid 7-second cars. I don't know what the class is that Kyle is in is called. Wild Street or something, and then maybe Brandon's in Easy Street. But Brandon and Kyle won't be in the same classes because Kyle's on a sequential and Brandon's on an H pattern. So, or at least I don't think so. But I know the last years where each of those has showed up to the same event, none of them have been in the same class at the same time.
You know what? I find it amazing that MR2 Joe has known the names of these off the wall acts the whole night. Wow. Because at Millennium Jade MR2, I had no clue who that was, and MR2 Joe's like, damn, Zach.
Let's see here. It says, remember when I told y'all my tune is using throttle position instead of manifold pressure on the base fuel map? Everything else is manifold base. Base fuel is the only one. Yes. I remember when you told us that. And then I think Scott McClendon said, that might be fine to boost it if you had some manifold pressure offset table against the TPS table, but then that would be, not going to say stupid, but it would be far easier just to have a manifold pressure versus RPM table. What the fuck is happening tonight? And Joe says, damn, Zach. And Joe says, don't worry about it. And then TRV88R, yo, did everybody's screen name just get like redone in the last couple weeks?
Sang's still hanging in there with his same one. Sang H12.
Well,
MR2 Joe.
We know it's Sang because Sang's email address probably had, Sang H, Sang Han.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know who TRV88R is. I'm sorry.
Hey, at least mine says at Hux Racing.
Yours
says
crazy.
Hux Racing Angel.
Yeah, I'm Hux Racing Angel.
Going back up here and checking the screen names. So, hello everybody. Those who had just joined.
And welcome.
Yeah, welcome. If there's something you would in particular would like to talk about, tech related or anything, let it fly, because other than us having a Miata Dyno Day that I really don't have much. I think we almost went an hour and a half because I had a shit ton of stuff to talk about on the last show. But this time, other than us cleaning shop and dynoing stock ass Miatas, I don't have much to chat about. Millennium J says, sometime around Christmas or New Year's, I plan on getting it on dyno and switching back to map and just doing base fuel. I'm sure ignition table should be fine. You were saying your ignition table was map based, right? Like you said, ignition was map based, everything else was map based, but your fueling was TPS based, which is an odd as shit way to tune something, especially on stock cams. TRV80R says on the pound. Oh, okay. Trevor. TRV, Trevor.
Oh,
Got
okay.
it. Okay. So, Trevor, did you ever sort out with Boundary what happened with your pump? Are they going to modify you another one, or did they recommend just modifying a step in the damper and letting it fly, or was there any other direction that they gave you on what to do with that? So to catch everybody else up, Boundary sold 2GR upgraded oil pumps to a shit ton of people. Come to find out that what they call a double D, it's like a round with it's a circle with a flat on two sides, 180 degrees opposed. So they call that double D. Apparently Boundary got that double D shape that mates to the crank too small, and a lot of people found out at the same damn time that their Boundary oil pumps would not fit their cranks. So Boundary said they solved the solution. We returned our oil pumps. They sent us new oil pumps. Come to find out, hey, they do clear the gear. But now, when people went to install those, we come to find out that the base of the damper that has so there's a boss on the damper that slides over the crank that the oil seal rides on. That actually sets about 80 thousandths deep into the oil pump. So the factory oil pump gear had a counterbore in it to clear the factory damper. Boundary did not put a step in any of their oil pumps. So the quick solution was to throw your damper in a lathe and turn down the end of the damper a little bit to clear the oil pump. No idea what anybody else has done, but I don't intend to return my oil pump. I just intend to modify my damper. Let's see. Matthew, I think Google is pushing all new sign-ins and it drops numbers on the end. Oh, okay. Trevor said, yep. He says, I just returned it and refunded it, bro. Scott says, 2GR with automatic trans possible or any interest. We're getting older and with new tech could be quite fun. 2JZ guys have fun with the 8HP swap now. I mean, are you looking to put this in a transverse like MR2 setup, or are you looking to put this like in a Corolla or something, front engine rear wheel drive? I'm pretty sure they're already putting 8HPs on. Have somebody done an 8HP 2GR?
Saying said, I mean, everybody likes double Ds.
That I don't know. Joe says, LOL. Joe says, I'm the only MR2 Joe then. Yeah, SW20. I think we already know they're already mating, what is it, the DQ 250? So a double clutch transmission. So, essentially an auto. They're already doing those swaps to 2GRs. And I know for a fact that DDPR in Texas did a Toyota auto with like a regular auto with a torque converter set up with paddle shifting in an AW11. Beyond that, I don't know of anybody really doing anything like performance related with them. I mean, there hasn't been any great success stories with the DQ 250 stuff on a 2GR from my knowledge. I know they're working on it. I think their biggest issue is with transmission controllers or consistency with programs and controllers, but I can't swear to any great success stories with those or with the autos, but I know they've been done. Let's see. Yeah, SW20. Only SW20 for life, says Scott. And Joe says AW11 for me. So, MR2 Joe's an AW11 for life guy. The 8HP is a dual clutch as well. But I know there is 2GR with the DQ 250, but I don't think for like basic commuting, it's probably totally solved. Like, can be totally normal. But as far as for extreme racing applications, that we haven't seen great success. Joe says, woo woo. You got any tech questions, babe?
No.
Nope.
No, but I do have one question.
What's that?
That I'm sure many of your listeners, followers, customers want to know.
What's that?
When you starting your Black Friday sales?
Motherfucker, I thought you were asking me when I'm going to get that. I was rather...
I'm trying to help Mama shop.
No. I would rather ask that you ask me when I was going to get to the drag strip. I'd have answered that question before the fucking
Well,
Black
when
Friday.
are you?
I don't know.
I've been see, you don't even know.
I don't.
I asked. You said, I don't know.
Okay. Black Friday. I don't know. I haven't pinned it down yet. You know what we usually do? Like,
MR2 Joe says, shit.
You know what we usually do? Like, hey, Ty, when are you starting your Black Friday sale? And they're like, I'll start mine after.
I bet that sucker's already starting.
No,
He
I
usually
doubt it.
starts like 2 weeks before Black Friday.
Yeah. Martu Joe says, I might actually be able to order this year, but we'll see. Scott said, if you're not first, you're last.
Exactly.
Oh, they still buy. And even when I put a date up, when I say I'm gonna buy, people will buy before that. And then once it starts, it's like, hey, bro, I already ordered like a couple days ago. Could you go ahead and apply me a discount? I'm like, son of a bitch.
Just so y'all know, that's
No.
not happening this year.
Knowing that we already lose like 3% on the transaction, and then you want like part of the 10%, so you would get 7%.
Yeah, but they know Black Friday's coming.
Yeah.
So why do it?
Uh,
Matt
says motor plates and front subframes. Sang says right before Black Friday, all I start seeing is TCS ads on Facebook. Yeah, Matthew's face holding a strut bar on TCS ads.
Oh,
That's what we
TCS is
see.
on sale. Just checked.
TCS is already on sale.
Yep.
Jesus Christ!
I told you he starts early.
I call bullshit. I'm not believing it.
Well, MR2 Joe ain't gonna lie to you about it. I'll go over there and look.
I don't want to know.
Well, you need to know.
No, I don't, because I'm not ready to start Black Friday sales. Scott says, store related. Are bushings available for replacement? Yes. Yeah, the bushings are available for replacement. The only time I ever see a bushing issue is with like the 60As, when people try to drag race or do anything extreme on 60As. You can beat a front or rear 60A bushing up, but the 70s are pretty robust.
He actually does have a sale going.
On his exhaust, yes.
No, on everything.
Give me that phone.
The 2GR swap package.
Oh, yeah, but that's not his Black Friday sales.
Well, he's got sales going, so what is he going to do? Cut
No.
the sales deeper during Black Friday?
When he released, no, it'll just move alongside him. But when he released his new headers and Y pipe and stuff, he immediately put those on sale.
MR2 Joe was bringing that up. He was building it.
Let's see. Back up here.
Store related.
Scott. Cool. 12,000 miles on NA bill. Just wondering. Nothing crazy. LOL. Stock K24A2. Joe says, I think Eric buys a gazillion. Yes. To get any discount, you got to buy a gazillion bushings at once.
Did you answer?
I did.
Oh,
Yep. Matthew said he probably forgot to take it down from last year. Joe says, sounds like Eric's got to compete. We don't sell the same shit. So that's pretty, other than like throttle cables and some clutch lines and heater hoses and stuff like that, where I use a different clutch line than Ty, but we have some overlapping stuff, but I also buy stuff from Ty to resell, and I list them on my site as TCS parts.
You guys would be amazed because ATS, TCS, Hux Racing, they order from each other, they talk to each other, they plan with each other, so they're pretty tight knit. Reputable companies.
We share a lot of technical stuff. We share
Yes.
results. We share tests.
They help each other.
All that kind of stuff. Everybody tries to help each other out.
Yep.
Oh goodness. Okay. Drag racing. Sometime soon. Even if I don't have the car complete and I just take it to the track and I get some chances to shake down the 60-foot and the 330 before I actually get it out there to make some full passes. I really just need to, like I said, even if shit isn't complete to drag race, I really just need to get out there and make some severe hits to make sure the axles and the clutch, because I had a special clutch built with a soft cover plate, and I really just need to Yeah.
No. On
Yeah.
that last question,
Yeah, LOL.
no.
Not unless you want to pay tariffs.
Not at all.
Let's see. ONG love trading WP8. No. Nice, Dan.
Motor Swap Dan, is that Dan? Our Dan?
I'm pretty sure. Oh my god. As I was saying, we're about to get down into what, the 40s or something.
We're gonna have, yeah, and you know, people up north are gonna be like, oh, the 40s sound warm. Well, we're not in the north. We're in Alabama, where it's freaking been warm, and now we're about to get into some cold shizzle.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not saying it's bad, but in our tracks, November, December is like bracket racing season down here in Alabama. So it's essentially trying to get to the track between all these gigantic 100,000, 50,000 to win bracket racing events. I know they're going to have some private test days. I might just end up doing that. But as I said, I really need to go and just get some initial hits to make sure that my clutch is going to do what it needs to do.
The one person in California, fuck that. 40 is cold.
Well, yeah, 40. I mean, 40s and sunny out is kind of pleasant, but 40s at night is cold as shit.
Well,
so,
you know, I lost 50 pounds on my program, and 70 in the winter is way colder than 70 in the summer. So I have been freezing. So I know that's not cold to y'all, but it is to me.
Zach said, yeah, I think it's only in the 50s still up here. Not for long, though. Forecast is calling for snow Saturday. The Upper Peninsula already got some. Damn.
No.
It's, what was it? It was 70. It was 70 today, but
somewhere in the 70s.
I guess we're getting, some cold front's going to push down from the north and bury us in some cold weather. I think they were calling for possible snow in the northern parts of Alabama.
Right.
Nothing down here where we're at, but I'm fine with the cool air. All motor cars like the cold air. I just don't want it to be so cold the track has no bite. The low here tonight is 58. Dan says, I said the same thing today, Renee.
Yeah.
Joe says, I still see 70s in the future.
Who said that? Oh, okay.
Joe's got 70s in his future. Scott says, Sunday says snow in Gatlinburg, 20s. Oh, my God. Monday.
Oh, my God. Oh, I seen that.
Cades Cove.
Mount LeConte got snow, and I think somebody posted that Cades Cove did, but somebody else said that they was there and there was no snow. So I don't know if it was just a false post or what. Eesh. Oosh. Oof.
Or that some, the snow fell and it melted and they got there and there was no snow. I mean, shit like that happens.
I would invite everybody to go to the Miatas at the Gap event, but there is never any lodging available. I mean, everybody has already taken everything, so they usually run out of gas too, don't they?
I think they're usually pretty covered up. MR2 Joe says Mount LeConte. It's a mountain that you have to
Conte, not Cunt.
LeConte. You have to hike. There's a campground up top there. I guess some sort of cabins or something, but you have to hike there. What is it? It's like 6,000 feet or something.
Yeah.
They get snow before everybody else because of the altitude.
Right.
Places like Cades Cove, which is down lower in altitude, typically doesn't have snow, but at the same time. What? LOL. He's laughing at you.
So funny.
Well,
Well, what?
I don't know. I got nothing.
Well, I mean, we've got
How about MR2's
So-
on the Dragon? What's up with that?
so next year, June, the first weekend of June, correct? It's the 4th through the 7th of June. We're having the MR2s on the Dragon. If anybody needs a link or whatever, just message me and I'll send it to you. But it's going to be a fun event. It's going to be a 2-day event. We're going to have Friday, we're going to have Vendor Alley. We're going to have a car show. What else? Oh, I think there's going to be a photo op where we can all go into the baseball field
Oh.
and take a photo.
That'd be cool.
We're going to have fire pit for 2 nights. Cornhole tournament. God, I'm trying to go through everything in my brain. But it's going to be a fun event. Last year, I think we had, last count I had was 70, and I think Cameron said by the end of it, he counted like close to 90 MR2s. So that's pretty good for a first sponsored event. So next year, we're trying to get sponsors and vendors to come out and put tents up and sell right there on the spot, so you don't have shipping and all that to pay. So come with plenty of money and plenty of room to load whatever you're wanting to get.
Joe says, we got one of those places too, but the name sounds like a mountain. LOL. Mount Lassen. Get snow first here.
Mount Lassen. Is there country areas in California? I just can't picture it.
Yeah, there's a whole lot. Get away from the cities. There's a whole lot of nothingness out there. Just like New York. Like you think New York City, but upstate New York, you got to travel all through all that country to head out to Canada. There's a whole lot of nothingness.
Have we been through
Yep.
upstate New York?
We have.
So next year we're going to the Canadian MR2 experience, and that's in that's the 3rd weekend of July. So if you want to go to the MR2, the Canadian MR2 experience, which is a 2-day event, you have Friday is track day at Shannonville.
Yeah, typically.
And then Sunday is
Saturday is the car show day.
Saturday is the cruise and lunch, and then Sunday everybody leaves.
Yeah.
So
Scott asks if I'm still on a modified power rack. Right. I think I have a manual rack with the quick rack, the Quaife quick rack gear set in it right now. I think I'm going to end up going back to the Spider Pinion in the power rack because the quick rack ratio is almost too much for regular street use, I think. Millennium J number 2 says, there's mountains near me, but they're more like hills. Meanwhile, one trip to Virginia blew my mind. That's some damn mountains.
Oh, Virginia's beautiful.
Yep.
Love it.
That's the same mountain chain that runs all the way to here.
See, it's kind of weird to me, but Virginia, West Virginia, North Carolina, Tennessee, those 4 states together, if you could make like a trip to go to each one of those states and do some kind of drive, man, that would be the most beautiful trip. I love it.
Joe says, LOL, Zach, I'm in the middle of California, Northern Valley. If you get to a flat enough spot, you can see mountains in 3/4 of your view.
Oh, wow.
Damn. So
Wow.
Joe is surrounded by some mountains down in the valley.
I just never pictured California having mountains or country.
Mm-hmm.
I find that amazing.
Isn't there like a seismic mountain chain there. Ready
Seismic?
earthquake zone ready to separate California
God,
off
I
from the
hope
rest of the
not.
United States.
I hope not, but I have heard that California's just gonna detach itself.
Slide off into the ocean. And then Joe will just have to float his AW11 out to safety.
And float your ass on into the U.S., like into the middle.
Joe says, look it up on the map. Oh, shit. It says, we are the only state to have all three kinds of volcanoes in it. There's three kinds of fucking volcanoes?
I didn't know. Damn, I didn't know they have volcanoes.
And yes, saying Andreas fault line.
Oh my God. I didn't know that.
I don't know what the fuck three kinds of volcanoes mean.
I don't either.
Was like a dead volcano and an erupting volcano? Matthew says, all that talk of snow made me cold. I had to take a warm shower. Joe says, my W11 is so light that it would float. Yeah, we're down to weather talk. Sand. Oh, and yes.
Sand, not sang.
Sand
Oh, okay.
and Andreas. So, yes, but when you said sang, we have a sang here. So
Yeah.
I didn't know what the fuck. It's like, wow, he's even
But
calling up singing this.
It was supposed to be San
Yes. San
Andreas. Whew. Lord have mercy.
Okay, before I call this shit early, anybody else? I mean, we're down to talking weather. Fuck, how boring can we be?
Any other tech talk?
Yeah, any other tech talk? There are 3 different shapes that volcanoes take. See, Matt knows what's up.
Okay, so you get cold, you take a warm shower. Okay. Duly noted.
Are these comments coming in out of order? Because it said Matt knows what's up.
Hey,
Someone named Matt has my valve cover.
Well, I can bet you that valve cover is in good hands if it's our Matt. It's kind of weird that I refer to them as ours.
Is our possessive?
Yeah, I'm possessive. It's our Matt. It's our saying. It's our Dan.
Cone, shield, and dome. I can hear Matt now.
Oh, okay. Cone, shield, and dome.
I hear Matt now. Siri, what are the 3 types of volcanoes?
Damn. Matt, did you look that up? You had time.
You fucking know he looked that shit up.
You had time to look that up.
You know Matt was Googling that shit.
Someone named Matt has my valve cover. I think that's so funny.
All right.
Matt's like Allstate. You're in good hands.
If nobody else has any other tech stuff, I'm pretty much out of shit to talk about. I'm just rambling about damn cold weather.
Oh, how about some Celica tech talk? Like someone come finish it for me.
Yeah, I saw that picture of the B-pipe section that you posted, and I was thinking, that might fit an MR2. And then the moment you posted the installed pic and I saw the cross member, I was like, oh, he's working on some Celica shit. Bless his heart. Like, fuck that. Let's see. Sank says, you're going to test at the drag with the roof scoop. Yes, I'm going to test with the roof scoop after I have successfully tested without the roof scoop to see if it helps. As I said on the other podcast, I've already found that just getting and I don't know if it's a stock intake cold air routing thing or if it's just getting fresh air from outside of the engine bay, but there's definitely 2, 3, 4 horsepower to be gained by putting the velocity stack above the engine bay instead of in the engine bay. And it would be nice to see that actually ramming some air down its throat would also have some improvements. Let's see. Joe says, "Hey, my lady's got a Celica." Matt, I'm a big geology guy. Almost went to school for it. Joe, it's almost got a 4A. It's also got a 4A though. Oh.
So his lady's silica
Yeah, has a
has a
4A.
4A.
Yeah.
Okay.
Matthew says, "This is a 3HGT swap." And Zach, sadly, my car's in storage, so I'm pretty much being lame until next year. Oh, damn.
Nice belch, baby.
Joe, oh, shit. Bet it's fun. LMAO Zach, coming to Cali, we won't have that problem. Matthew, on the motor plate, since it's solid, do I need the poly mounts since the sides are poly? Yes. You would want to do a poly plate and not mix and match solids with polys because it would vibrate your teeth out. I would definitely stay on 70 polys but be with the motor plate setup.
I'm ready to go to track. Let's go.
No, I got it. Well, I also need to finish my 5-gear lockout shift box. So my 5-gear lockout shift box I need to complete. I bought a Fuel Tech input expander because I needed to add brake pressure and then for atmosphere channels.
How much was that Fuel Tech thing? Well, I really don't care. I just want you to get to the track.
It was like 4 something.
Oh,
But
okay. Whatever.
Fuel Tech has like 24 inputs.
Look
Chris
at
Bailey,
that.
yeah, Chris
Look at that.
Chris knows
Chris Bailey.
knows we have 8 minutes.
Yo. Such a
The
turd.
FT600 itself only has 24 inputs, I think. The input expander adds another 24 inputs, but the most people probably don't have problems running out of inputs, but the 2GR is a damn input hog with all the 4 cams of cam timing and the drive-by wire. So those 2 things alone suck up a shit ton of. So that would be 6 inputs. They're typically not used on a 4-cylinder setup. Yeah, I'm ready to go to tier. Joe says polyplate sounds like a handful. Chris says yo. Yeah, Chris.
All right, let's go.
Chris coming at the end. I think Chris is here from the beginning. He just doesn't chime in to the
Oh,
end.
yeah,
He knows that
yeah.
shit's funny.
He knows it's funny.
Sorry I'm late. Just got out of class. How's the joke go? See me when you have no class. Joe says class. And Zach, I wonder if it's possible to get the efficiency of a K20 oil pump in a K24 oil pump. That would help so much vibration. Probably would. Matthew, Chris, I looked into that radium fuel setup and damn gangster, you ballin'. MR2 Joe, probably why he's going back to class to get a raise to pay for it all.
Can't hide money. Chris showing he got a good job.
Oh my god. I know, man. Of course, Chris made a post showing his upgrades, and of course I skimmed it, but I was like, damn, Chris made comments on every picture he attached to this thing. I ain't got time to read all of this.
You skimmed it?
I did.
No way.
I apologize for skimming
No
it, but I was
way.
like, man, he added text to every image that he uploaded.
Oh my
I
God.
was like, he has gone all out.
Everybody knows you skimmed it. I'm just being funny.
I know. Chris, 3D modeling, decided I wanted to start on a mechanical engineering degree. If I stop, worst that happens is I learn some shit along the way. Very cool.
Wow, that is impressive.
And Joe says, that sounds like a useful class. LOL. Very cool. And it's even more cool when it's something you're actually interested in learning. It's not like it's like a chore that you have to learn it to get to some place. But if it's something that you're interested in, then that makes it all the easier.
I seen someone on Facebook, they was making something for themselves, and people were like, are you going to produce this? Are you going to do this?
And they was like, no, because right now it's a hobby. If I produce it to sell, then it's a job. And I don't want to do that. And I kind of understand that.
Yup. Chris says, yeah, I have had way too much stuff on the shelf. Got to get busy. And Matthew, Chris, my bro works at NASA. And he just did an additive manufacturing class. He came out pumped up to make everything. I believe it.
Eric has friends that worked in NASA. Well, one
His-
still does.
His ass retired.
Well,
Mike's retired.
Mike's
Oh,
retired, but
Dave, yeah.
David Lesky is still
I'm not sure if he went to work for a contractor.
is still in NASA.
I'm not sure if he went to work for a contractor after NASA shut down the space shuttle program.
What was it David did?
He did tiles.
Tiles.
Yeah, heat shielding tiles.
In the ships or
on the space shuttle.
The shuttles?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm talking like it's on water. Ships.
Spaceship. Joe says, I bet Elon would hire Chris at SpaceX. Chris would make things more pointy.
Shit.
Higher. Chris, nice. I'm a little ways from doing practical stuff, but the idea of getting a 3D printer and making prototypes and stuff would be awesome. Yep. I say you just need to get yourself one for Christmas and just learn to do shit. Nothing forces you to learn more than you trying to make your own shit.
Christmas is how you got yours.
Yep. I made shit. I printed out a
Shit.
bunch of stuff today.
He's printed out like 4 years of stuff that he got just last year.
Chris says, I would make things more expensive. Hey, as long as other people are paying for the more expensive stuff, that's okay. Joe says, LOL, I think that's all part of it. Yeah, all of
Hey.
it's learning. I mean, the roof scoop I drew, everything I draw is like squares and round shapes connected. Like, essentially, I draw like I machine. So if I can machine it, I can draw it. But to draw the scoop was complex, lofted curves and shapes, and that was definitely out of my wheelhouse of drawing. But shit, I tried it. I talked to Anthony. Anthony told me some things to try, and shit, I made it happen.
Speaking of Anthony,
Yep, I have some Anthony Fragola door panels on the way.
I talked to
panel inserts.
Anthony about getting Eric some door panels, and he shipped them today. So we should get them, I don't know, maybe Wednesday or something like that. But I'm excited about that.
Let's see. Haha. Krimmuth. Matthew says, my brother is on the ISS as a thermal engineer in mission control role. Saying Bamboo Lab already has their Black Friday sale going. Yeah, they got that the newer H2D, which is like the printer I have now, but larger. I'm not ready to make that jump yet. I've seen other people having issues with the H2D compared
Hey,
to the X1C.
hang on.
What's going on?
MR2 Joe, it's not Christmas, it's Crema. It's with 2 M's.
He's talking about Chris, as in Chris Bailey.
Oh,
Christmas.
Chris Muss. Oh, okay. You had
Yeah.
to spell that out for me. I'm a little blind. No, I'm totally blind. Never mind.
Zach, where do you get your coil pack cover made? I need my fuck purist made. LOL. I had them cut it, send. And actually, the original ones I had drawn up by what's his name that drew up my damn. He hasn't joined our podcast now.
Who are you talking about? Oh, Ransom?
Yeah, Ransom Hall drew up our original ones.
That's what happens when we don't have contact with our friends. We forget their names. So, just a little hint, Jesus.
Chris says, "What's up with the canny? When does the record die?" I don't want to. Let's see. I don't
Jinx it.
I don't want to jinx myself, but it's like before when I killed the record with the K, I was like it was never. The record was never in such a position that I felt like it was going to be effort to beat it. So I just constantly worked on making the car better come time that I would go to the track. So I'm still kind of currently at that point where the record currently sits is not in a point that I'm concerned, but I would think that this year it's going to happen. I expect to end the year holding the MR2 all motor 2GR record. We're down to micro records now. We just got to call it a 2G. And if I best my K record, all the better. Matthew says you should test print a power steering pump delete plate for the frunk. Oh, that's not a bad idea. That'd be a good job for Chris to draw up, because I know my car has the damn power steering spots like modified a bit because my water lines for my water pump run down through there. Let's see. Anthony says, I hope you like them. Millennium retracted his comment. Chris, also Eric, all the rest of my pictures will have comments too. Gonna bore people to death with details. Hey, if your pictures are how you keep track of how you do shit, all the better. Anthony says, I also sent carbon blanks for the side scoop block offs. Oh, I appreciate that.
Aw, you're the best. I told you that
Matthew
today.
Said, Jesus. Yes, Ransom. Who's Ransom?
No,
Ransom?
Fergola said Jesus.
Yeah. Zach, Ransom, if you ask me, I'll just throw up and ask him what his deal is, Chris. Crush. Chris, Eric confident he out there clubbing seals. Do it, Zach. Tell me Miata needs it. As the current 2GR record sits at an 11.6, I think it is. That is certainly not out of the range of where the car. I mean,
What is it?
the current 2GR, man, we're like micro recording it to death, but the current 2GR all motor record is an 11.6.
Oh, okay. I thought I heard you say 2GR Miata.
No, the 2GR all motor record is an 11.6. With a really good mile an hour, like 122, 121 mile an hour, which is like great.
What the fuck is that? Michiana Racing Channel.
Mm-hmm. That's a customer.
Oh.
He says, look.
Well, welcome.
Welcome. Yeah. Well, we usually only run till 8 o'clock, so those chiming in right now might not get much podcast in.
So Michiana, is that like Michigan or is?
Michigan, Indiana.
Okay.
But the current 2GR all motor is 11.6 at something. I think the car has 10s in it the way it sits, but because the 2GR does not have the RPM that the K does, I need to use 5 gears to trap in the 120s. My current 4th gear will only get me to short of 120. That is not enough to get all the way down the track. So, because I must use 5 gears, which is not a problem because 5th gear is actually closer to 4th than 4th is to 3rd, I need to have more lockouts, and I need to build that for myself. The other, when I ran the 10.7 with the K, I had a 1-2 lockout, and then I had a 5th reverse gate lockout. So, 2nd was pulling straight down, 3rd was shoving as far as I could to the right, and 4th was keeping it to the right. Needing 5th gear and not being able to run a 5th reverse gate lockout, it leaves a whole lot of potential for a whole lot of fucking misshifts. So I don't intend to do a full pass with all gears until I get the lockout done. But I was saying before, I have my input expander I need to install. I have my slipper valve set up. I have no slipper valve set up in the car now. I took it all out and cleaned it all up when I put the 2GR in it because I'm going to something different. And I know that I need to do a lockout with 5 gears because I don't have the K had 9,800 RPM of range. 9,800 RPM in 4th would get me to 140. 8,200 of RPM in 4th only gets me to like 118. So I gotta have 5th gear.
I had a question, but you talked too long and I forgot what it was.
Well, I didn't want you to stop me on my train of thought.
Well, I wasn't stopping you. I said you talked too long, so I forgot.
Joe says, do it, Zach. Tell them your Miata needs it. Look. Joe says, I'm looking. Missionary Channel. Matthew says, would a taller tire help? A taller tire, believe it or not, going from a 24-inch tire, which I'm on now, so 23.9, 24-inch, whether you're looking at Mickey Thompson's or Hoosiers, to a 26-inch tall tire, like a 235, what is it, like a 235 65 or something like that. I don't want to run a 275. I don't need that width, but going to a 235, which is 26 inches tall, would still only put me in the mid 120s at 80 something hundred RPM. I was really going to have to stretch the shit out of the top of fourth gear to still get the mile an hour with a 26-inch tall tire. And not only that, but a 26-inch tall tire would force me to reset the existing ride height. I was going to have to change my axle angles to get the back of the car back down. So, I mean, it's really an inch of I was going to have to tuck the wheels another inch up into the wheel well to get the car to set at the same height. I was going to have to change so much stuff to go to a taller tire that it didn't make sense. I even looked at a final drive, but a final drive ratio change, believe it or not, going to I'm on a 4.7 now. I think it was a 4.3 final drive, and a 26-inch tall tire was essentially the same within 1 or 2%. Both of those just didn't look as good as just shifting fifth gear.
Okay, so Joe, MR2 Joe is wanting to know who Michiana Racing Channel is.
He's a K-Swap SW20 guy up in Michigan, Indiana.
It's best friends who are beginning racers in it for the long haul. I went to their channel. It don't show.
You know who it is. If you've seen the guy's picture, you would
I
know who it
probably
is.
would. I'm lame brain most of the time.
But red car, K-Swap, big tires.
Red car.
Let me see his channel.
Okay.
I'll show you.
I see your car over there. Oh no, that's that's a podcast icon.
Dun, dun, dun. He's had so much stuff recently. What have I been up to 1 year ago?
Wow. He does post a lot. That's good.
I don't see the video that was going to let me show you. Dun, dun, dun. Back up here.
I seen one red car up there, but I don't know if that's the one.
Oh, your phone's probably going to be...
No, it's not.
There.
Oh, okay. Okay, I know who he is. Awesome.
Okay. We have reached the hour mark. We've talked about everything. Go ahead and get your goodbyes in. We are going to be done for the evening. And we'll probably be back in what? What's in 3 weeks from now? Like right before Thanksgiving?
No, actually 3 weeks.
Or should we do it? Should we actually do a show in 2 weeks, whether we have shit to talk about or not?
We should actually do it in 2 weeks.
Whether we have shit or not.
If we're consistent on when we have the podcast, we'll have more people coming. So in 3 weeks, we're going to be in December.
Oh, shit.
So that'll be December the 2nd.
21. Hold on. 21 plus 4 is 25.
Wait, hang on. What's the date?
Days of 4th.
Oh, okay. I had us on the 11th. Okay. So 3 weeks will be before Thanksgiving. So like 2 days before Thanksgiving.
Okay. So
we don't want to do
that. So we should do one in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Matthew says, any new parts on the horizon? I'm running out of stuff to buy. The only stuff on the horizon is adding the front cross member to the website. 2GR alternator brackets to the website, and Corolla AE92 2GR K3S etc. mounts to the website. That is the coming goal. Sang says 3 weeks is week of the Turkish Day.
Yeah. And another thing, I want to get some hoodies, some Hux Racing hoodies that are new. If any of you have like an idea of a color, let us know. If you have an idea of a design, let us know, because everybody's all about, oh, do you got hoodies? I want a hoodie. And then when we get hoodies, nobody orders them. So just let us know what you want, what color, whatever's saying. A little catchy slogan would be cool. So just inbox me or something and let us know. Oh, and I see the hearts flying up. Hit the heart button, subscribe, so that you can get notifications.
You have to subscribe to comment.
Oh, yeah, you have to subscribe to comment. So
fix that shit. All right. Thanks for listening, everybody. Typically, those have hung out to the end. Typically, during the show, I have other pictures and videos, and we show content and stuff that we're chatting about. But I didn't even have any pictures of the Miata Dyno Day to show you guys. But MR2 Joe says he wants one of the little cannibal guys. Joe liked him.
I think
goodies.
that would be cool.
Yeah, that our good friend Dave Lesky drew that up for us.
Yes, he did.
All right, everybody, thanks for listening. All Things Hux Racing, episode 10. I'm Eric.
And I'm Renee.
And good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody. Oh, Chris said Joe liked them goodies. Millennium Jade MR2. Bye-bye, everyone.